How you doing? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. How was your day? Yeah, it's been an amazing day. I literally just walked into the house from work. Yeah, I decided to do this live before I start to do other things. How are you doing? Hope you're well. So today I'm talking about, while you're waiting, while you're expecting something to happen, while you are, anticipating for something to happen in your life, while you're dreaming big, while you are planning, while you are, just expecting anything to happen. Okay. Um, we all have something that we're waiting for, whether they are wants, whether they are needs, whether they are, career developments, whether they are even whatever it is that was imposed on us, maybe not even what you want or need, it was just imposed somehow culturally, physically, in any way, somehow. We all have something that we are waiting for. We all have something that we are hoping to have, at one point or the other. And of course, the relevance of it might range from, very significant things like waiting for a child to, maybe other material things like, I want to get a bag, I want to get shoes, to say the least. All right. So yeah, that's to say that, I mean, there is this popular phenomenon that says that human wants are insatiable. That means that the moment, even when you get something solved, you have another thing you really want, you have another problem already waiting, which could be from that thing you got solved or probably from something else. So we are always wanting something, we are always waiting for something. And aside the, absence of this thing that we don't have yet, kind of the anticipation, the emotions that go through our body, the mindset, the mind view, just everything that goes through our body, makes the experience, a notable one. So, what you experience when you are going through probably waiting for a child might not be the same experience you go through when you are looking forward to a career progression. So it depends on how badly you want this thing or the importance of this thing to you. And of course, it also ranges from humans to humans. So what somebody will experience or the emotion somebody experiences while they are waiting for, their job promotion or waiting to get married might not be the same experience somebody else that that wants the same thing, that also does not have the same thing, might not be the same emotion that they are going through necessarily. So that's to say that, the degree to which we respond to things, the degree to which, we perceive things differ from humans to humans. That does not mean that, you are being vain or anything. It just means that we are different and our perspectives are different. So going back to what I was saying, while you are waiting, the most important thing is that you're expecting something to happen, and, you know definitely it will happen at some point. The anticipation might just be, when will it be? Most of us don't know when it's going to be. So it is very hard to keep open and waking up every day hoping that this thing is going to come. And, it is very tiring. It is very, one moment you are bubbling with so much hopes, and then the next moment you're like, so when is it going to be exactly? You're tired of waiting. So, like I said, we have all experienced waiting at some point, and to be honest, it is not a very palatable experience, especially when there is no time frame to it. Especially when it calls for maybe the answer of nature. You are expecting God to do something. You know, it's if it is probably a job promotion, you could say, um probably you will switch jobs. If it is probably waiting for a spouse, just I'm just trying to say that things that do not necessarily have like a time frame to happen, they cause more anticipation, they cause more anxiety if care is not taken, than the things that probably you could easily maybe find your way around. So I'm just going to talk about, the things you can do while you're waiting, And the first thing I wrote here, I already prepared everything I wanted to write, is don't lose sight and grip of the joy of having what you want. So don't lose sight of, don't lose sight of what you want. Don't lose the joy of what you want. Because you don't have it yet doesn't mean that you should, not continue to anticipate. You can always continue to, you know bask in the joy that you will experience when you have this thing. You can borrow from the joy in the future. Just imagine you having the thing that you really want, and then seeing yourself experience it. Now, borrow from that joy, in quotes, borrow from it, and let your soul bask in it. Let your soul rest in that joy, and continue to encourage yourself. Use that to continue to encourage yourself, because you know what, it's still going to happen. The fact that you don't know when does not mean it's not going to happen. So take your time to always bask in the joy. Hi Ruchi, are you all right? Thanks for joining this live. So yeah, don't lose sight and grip of the joy. So if probably you're waiting for a job promotion, imagine yourself dress like what you want to be. Carry yourself with so much dignity. Don't imagine that because you are at this level, you're not going to, you are not going to imagine it, change your mindset to be where you want to be. Because even the thing that you really want first needs a change in mindset before it can happen. Even when it happens, if you don't have a change in mindset, you're going to mismanage it. So your mindset first must be conformed, must be aligned with where you are going, must be aligned with what you really want. So if your mindset is not first adjusted, you need to first adjust that. You need to first imagine yourself where you want to be. And I want to assume, or I want to say that where you want to be definitely is not at the same position or lesser position than where you are right now. It's definitely somewhere higher. So if it costs you so much emotion, if it is costing you so much time and worry and thinking, it means that it is something higher or something better than where you are. So that means that you need to first change your mindset, because you can actually get it eventually, and then your mindset is still where you used to be, and then it becomes a very difficult thing to manage. So your mindset first must be upgraded. Once your mindset is upgraded, other things will definitely like attach, like the way you think starts to change. Even the things that you give priority has starts to change. The people you give priority to starts to change. The way you dress even starts to change. The way you talk, the things you give attention to, everything like that starts to change. So first off is your mindset. Make sure your mindset is adjusted to that greater level that you are going. That's the very first thing, for you to for it's all right. So yeah, so the next thing I want to talk about is prepare yourself and space for what you are looking forward to. That's almost what I've like talked about. Prepare yourself and your space for what you are looking forward to. So for instance, you want a job promotion, you can even have like an office space in your house. You can even have probably something that looks like, where you are going. If you want a child, prepare a space in your house that looks like a nursery. You can start with that. You can start prepping your mind to what you want to have. If you want to, for another example, if you want to have a child, you can start buying baby clothes, baby shoes, all those things. If you want to, if you are looking forward to maybe getting married, you can start planning towards your wedding. It might just start with you just putting pen to paper and listing a lot, like some things that you will need on your big day. So that's to say that that's another thing that would also help your mind to achieve what you really want to achieve. So first is mindset, and the second thing is prepare yourself and your space for what you really want. Another thing is team up with people who are there already. So there are a lot of people that they are where you are going already, and the best way, or the fastest way, one of the fastest way to get you to where you are going is to team up with people who are already where you are going. So when you probably find somebody who is doing already what you want to do, or who is where you want to be, you can team up with the person. You can team up with the person. There's nothing wrong with that. You can always, teach me how to. There's one popular quote I found recently, and it says that don't be envious of people you should be learning from. That's a very deep quote. Don't be envious of people you should be learning from. Somebody knows something better, and that is not the time to activate your jealousy spirit. That's the time to actually learn. Aside the fact that you're learning something, you're also gaining, a very substantial relationship. Which could also help you, to achieve things faster. This person might even be looking for somebody to team up with. This person might even actually have enough resources more than you do. So that's going to help you to achieve what you want to do faster and even better. With a team of intellectuals that can help you start up, and all of that. So that's one of the things I would talk about. That team up with people who are already where you are. And thank God for the digital world right now. You can easily chat people up on social media, team up with them. People that probably, if you're a YouTuber, you have somebody that has like so much subscribers. A lot of people are doing videos about how to get subscribers. A lot of people are doing videos about how to, how to edit your videos, how to do that. You can read about people, you can watch their videos. If they are coming for a conference or something, or maybe they are coming for a show, go to the show. If you are lucky, I mean, yeah, if it's possible to meet with them, if there is a meet and greet somewhere, go there and meet them. Team up with people, meet people. You're actually just one person away from what you want. Sometimes, or most times, you're just one person away from it. So all it takes for you is to, speak up, meet people, and discuss discuss things. So Ruchi was saying you have a friend, sometimes you feel jealous when he talks about his ex. You don't know why. Okay. I don't know why that is happening. Maybe the ex, I don't know. But that's just to say that this is towards what you really, really want. And another thing is, don't let anticipation be the only thing you do. Encourage yourself to be joyful. It can, your emotions, the way you perceive what the process you are going through matters a lot. Aside the process, what the process does to you is another thing. you know One thing I've learned recently is, when I think about this time, this period, what do I want to remember? What emotions do I want to go through me? For instance, maybe thinking about, maybe, before a job promotion, maybe while I'm still at a junior level. What are the emotions that come through my mind? What are the things that come through my mind? Do I want to remember those years, those months, those periods of hard work, and have a negative feeling? Or do I want to be joyful that I went through the process, and I got better? Because another thing I've learned is that where you are right now is a preparatory phase for where you are going. So you have to undo not only what you are going through, but what you feel, how you feel, the process, the mindset, how your mind processes things while you are going through these things. You need to, like, ensure that you're feeling, your mindset is adjusted in a way that you are positive in the way you process things, so that when you remember this period, you are not just remembering the things you went through. You are also remembering the positive things that is going through your body, that is going through your mind, how your mind is renewed. Because the thing is, when your mind is being stretched, it doesn't look palatable, it doesn't look beautiful, it doesn't look like something you really, really want. But if you allow the process to thoroughly go through you, if you allow the process to refine you, you'll be better off for it, and that creates a more positive feeling. Another thing is, when you are exercising, it's not always palatable, it's not always nice, it's not something that is comfortable to the body. But at the end of the day, your health is better, your body is better, you are able to do a lot of things, you are mentally sound, just because you went through the rigorous process of exercising. So that's just to tell you that another example is pregnancy, and going through labor. Having labor pain is one of the highest rated pain in the world, but it is painful. Nobody wants to. It is not comfortable. Nobody wants to go through it. But do we have to? Sometimes, yes. I mean, thank God for the likes of other processes, cesarean section and everything. But that does not mean that there's still no process going through you, or you going through a process for you to yield your results. And also, what I want to add, before the end of this life, is that it is all a process. Life is process. Enjoy the process. from where you are right now to where you want to be, it is a process. It takes one step at a time. Before a house can be a house, there is brick upon brick, step upon step. Sometimes you will not get a particular thing at a go, not because you are bad, but because you are being built for it, but because it is your life should be better when you get to a particular place. So yeah, that is all I want to share in this live video. I know it's a long process. I know you've been anticipating, you've been waiting, you've been open. Sometimes it gets tiring, but to be honest, you will be better for it if you allow yourself, if you switch lenses, if you allow your eyes to see something better in you know what you do. If you allow yourself, if you allow your eyes, the eyes of your mind, to see something clearer, to see from another point of view, to say, okay, I'm even going through this thing, can I see from another point? Is there something I should be learning from this process? Is there something I should be learning from this experience? From every unpalatable experience, there's always a lesson. Always a lesson. There's almost never a time where there is no lesson. There's always a lesson to learn from it, a way to do it better, a way not to do it again, something for you to change your tone of approach, to change, the way you see things. There's always something that life tries to teach you, that God tries to teach you in every situation. So that is all I want to encourage everyone today, that yes, pay attention to what you are being taught, that God is teaching you in every situation, and encourage yourself to be better off at the end of your experience. Thank you so much for everybody who has joined this live. Thank you, Ruchi, for joining from India, and for all your beautiful comments. Thank you, Abiodun Olaleye. Thank you, and for every other person, thank you so much for your lovely comments, and I will see you in the next live. Bye.